Hey, we lead worship. Welcome to our tutorial on the song Glorious Day from Passion and Christian Stample. We wanted to show you this tutorial on acoustic guitar and show you a couple of different ways that you can play it so that you can take it into your churches and play it there too as well. The song is one. I want to show you a couple of different ways to play it. I see a lot of guys that'll play it on stage, just kind of chording the song out. The chord structure is pretty simple. But I wanted to show you how Christian actually plays it himself and how it's best played in simplicity form. A lot of times whenever we play songs, we learn the chords and we get, whether you want to call it chord charts or fake books or whatever you want to call it, we get those chord charts and we see the chords and we kind of go at it with just chording. So the song Glorious Day is played D, B minor, G, and there's an A thrown in there elsewhere. But so if we go through the verse of that, I was bare. Here's how most of us will play if we get the chord chart. We kind of strum along. We kind of get strum happy. I was buried beneath my shame. Who could carry that kind of weight? It was my turn till I met you. And that's fine. The chords, by the way, they're D, B minor, and G. But here's a different way that you can play that, an entirely different way. If you're more safe and more familiar with chords, then play that with a little hand mute technique. I was buried beneath my shame. Who can carry that kind of weight? It was my turn till I met you. Then you kind of come a little bit alive on the second verse. But let me show you the way that Christian actually does it. It's more simple than even that. It's not even playing chords. One string, your low E string, and playing up here on the 10th fret. If you play the 10th fret, one note, that is your D. So you're actually playing a D note and playing that same pattern. I'm actually using my same finger. In this case, I'm using my middle finger and draping it slightly over my second string here, so you can hear a little bit of a harmonic there. And sometimes I'll take my third finger here, and my first finger rather, and put it over just where I barely mute it. You can hear the harmonic that comes out of that 9th fret whenever you do that. So I do that so I can actually strum across. Harmonics aren't what's important, it's the strum. So that's all that Christian is doing on the album and on the live version. I was buried beneath my shame. Now to get down to the B, we're going to go all the way down to the 7th fret and do the same thing, draping our finger across that second string so that we're muting that, and my first finger, you hear the harmonic there. I'm just barely muting it by putting my finger barely upon it so that I can do the same thing. Who could carry that kind of weight? Now I'm going to go all the way down to the 3rd fret with my finger and do the exact same thing. The same muting here with my middle finger and the muting with my first finger. It was my tune. And then a little diamond there. Till I met you. Now if you've got 2 acoustic guitars, you can go back and do the same thing for the next verse. Perhaps you've only got 1 acoustic guitar, you may go into a little palm muting like I did the first time. So that's how the verses go. Till I met you. All the way down to the chorus. You call my name. Just let a nice little G chord diamond out there. And I'm written out of that grave. So a D chord with a D suspended on top of that. Out of the darkness to your glorious day, you call my name, and I'm written out of that grave. D minor. Out of the darkness to your glorious day. And goes right back into the D. To your glorious day. Then right back to your verse. Now so right back in the verse, doing the same thing we did. Now your freedom is all that I know. The old's made new. Jesus, when I made you, oh, what a day. You called my name, and I'm written out of that grave. Out of the darkness to your glorious day. You called my name, and I'm written out of that grave. Out of the darkness to your glorious day. Then when it comes out into that bridge part, you go right back to that B. So you go on the first part of the bridge, and you're singing over top of the B. Second part, you're doing the same thing. When I was broken, you were mine. So you go through the same thing. We're about to move down to our B. I'm the future, my eyes were open. Now that's the first new thing that we've done. We're going to go down to an A. My eyes were open. And we're going to hang on that A for just a few minutes longer, for a few beats longer. So, when I was broken, you were mine. Your love is the air that I'm breathing. I'm the future, my eyes are open. Stay on the A till now. I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness to your glorious day. You call my name, and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness to your glorious day. Wait for it now. And then end on that D instead of My Little Bob One ending on a G.